So in the tutorial today, what we're going to do is look at the Gilded Soap. Now what I've got here are a couple of bars of black soap. I did some mica lines through it and I wasn't happy, so we're going to go in and underpaint the surface of these bars with some interference pink mica. This mica has a colour shift to it. So in some light it looks pink, in some light it'll be purple. It's particularly good against a black background. Now the idea behind this soap is that we're going to put in a bottom layer of colour, and then over the top of that we're going to stick on some very thin edible gold leaf. Obviously this is a surface technique, so as you use the soap you are going to wash off the gold. But the nice thing about this sparkle, as it were, unlike let's say glitters for example, if this goes back into the environment, it's a natural product. It's going to reduce down, it's going to basically break up into very, very small pieces. It's not going to damage the environment. So I'm a big fan of using real gold on soaps because it's not going to do any damage to those environments. Now, you do not have to be precise with this. This is basically an underpainting to kind of contrast against the very shininess that we've got from the gold. And as you can see there, you've got that kind of iridescence, you've got that colour shift within it. I really love these, and the mica I'm using are available from a company in the UK called Resin 8, and you can find them at resin8.co.uk, I believe it is, and it's resin with a number 8 rather than the full word. These soaps are wonderful if you want to upsell soaps, if you're looking at something for shelf appeal, if you're looking at something different that people will kind of look at and go, oh my goodness me. These are wonderful ways to kind of put that bang onto your displays and things like that. It's very simple, it's very effective, and I do love the way it turns out. So once all of this mica is in, I'm setting it now with some isopropyl alcohol. And you'll see as this kind of dries off, you'll see it basically go from a shiny surface to a dull surface, and that's when you know that it's been set in. You don't have to do this, but I was doing it on this particular one because I want these areas to pop. And in my little pot here, I'm putting in some distilled water. Where we paint the soap with the water, the gold leaf is going to stick to it, and where we haven't painted the water, the gold leaf should just come away. But we're looking for a rough and ready style anyway. And you'll see here that I'm only working in the areas where I haven't put the interference pink mica. And the idea behind this is I want that pink mica to kind of stick through in places. So anywhere that's kind of solidly black, I'm going to be putting in this water layer and just allowing that to kind of soak in. I'm going over the pink or the purpleness here because I want it to stick through in certain places and not in others. So you're basically putting in the water where you want the gold leaf to stick. And then anywhere that you don't have that isn't wet, the gold leaf is not going to stick to. Now what I found with using this gold leaf is you'll tend to get around about a bar and a half if you're a little bit kind of, if you're very careful with the gold leaf, you may even get 2 bars out of a single leaf. Now this little pack of gold leaf, I think there's around about 50 sheets in there and it cost me about £5. So actually for something that looks a expensive technique is relatively cheap in the scheme of things. So don't look at this as kind of an expensive technique, look at it as a chic technique. So again, what I've done, I've laid the gold leaf on 1 bar, I'm just allowing that to kind of dry underneath it, and I'm starting to work on the 2nd bar. So what I'm going to do is anything that's kind of left over here, I'm going to transfer that across onto my other bar here. And the lovely thing with this is any of these little kind of bits and pieces that are left on the edges or that are kind of hanging off or just like that, you stick them on and you use them, and you can literally use every single little piece of gold on a bar, and you have very little waste from this, which I kind of quite like. And again, it's a technique which means you're not putting anything non-natural into the environment. I would avoid using things like other thin pressed metals and stick with gold only because it's an inert metal, it is safe. Other metals can be a little bit funny within the environment and I wouldn't suggest using those ones, but gold leaf absolutely fine and quite cheap when it comes to doing this technique. So what you can see here, anywhere that gold leaf is not sticking down, it will come away, and I'm rubbing it with my finger and actually rubbing it quite firmly because once it's stuck and it's going to stay there. People may be saying, okay, if you're showering with this, is it going to leave bits and pieces on your skin? Well, when you shower, you tend to wash with the soap and then you shower it off. I am particularly hairy, and I don't find that this particular technique leaves anything staying on me or anything like that. But again, by using gold leaf, anything that might stay, it's an inert metal and it's not going to cause any issues on anybody's skins. And I'm going to reiterate that again. Use a proper edible gold leaf on this and you'll be fine as far as allergens and stuff like that are concerned. Now on the side here, I've got a little bit of roughness. Now, I'm going to use this to my advantage. I want these areas that are kind of deep sunken bits to stay. I think it adds to it, but I'm going to add a full leaf coverage onto this section of the bar. So I'm doing the edges, I'm doing the top, I'm doing the sides, everything. So I've popped that on and I'm going to cover this entire side, and those little holes that were there, I'm going to leave them because I think it's quite a nice effect that you get from this. You get this beautiful shine with these little divots in it. So again, I'm coming back to this second bar here. I'm just using a relatively soft brush to brush onto all of these sections. Anything that I don't need, I'm going to pull away and I can reuse that on the other edges of the bar. So actually on this one, I went a little bit overboard and we used 2 sheets, but I did all sides of each bar of soap. So rubbing that down and rubbing it in, you can see where it hasn't got any water to stick to, it's rubbing away. And we get this really kind of nice rough hewn edged bar, so you've got a little bit of that interference colour coming through. Now here I've got an ice mica, and this is ice blue mica, and I'm going to pop this onto this side of the bar. So again, you can use different colours on different sides. You don't have to do all the mica, and you don't have to do then all of the gold. You can intersperse both bits, so you can see what you like, what you don't like. And this section here, I'm not going to bother sealing that in, because actually I want that to be dry so that whole section is sealable through the gold leaf. Now, using a little bit of the rubbing alcohol to seal the mica in may have left too much moisture on the surface. So what I'm going to do here is just leave the mica without sealing it in with rubbing alcohol and rely on the water to stick the gold in where I want the gold to stick and stay dry underneath the mica. So back onto this other bar, and again, doing 2 bars at a time, you can kind of go through this one quite quickly. I've covered the entire surface of that. And you can see where I've got those kind of divots and things coming in. They give an interest rather than being a flaw in the soap. They are becoming an asset to the soap, and you get this really beautiful sheen with the gold. This is actually a rose gold. It's got a little bit of copper in there, but the amount of copper in it is so minimal. Wrapped around the back there, and I'm just rubbing that in so you can see how these bars are just blooming. From a plain black bar, I've now got this really kind of subtle gold, rose gold bar. I love this technique, and I think it's an absolutely wonderful way of creating chic soaps very simply, very easily, and actually quite cheaply. So what I'll do is I'll allow you to watch the rest of this preparation of these soaps to a little bit of music, and I'll see you in a little bit. And so there we have our gilded soaps. And as you can see, the final effect is unique. Every bar comes out slightly different, but they have such a beautiful look to them. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me grow and allows me to make more videos and tutorials for all of you. When you subscribe, don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded. And thanks a lot, Soapsters. I'll see you again next time.